All right, what's up, everybody? On deck with Third.cam. Today's date, March 29th, 2022, and the time is 16:37. So I'm looking west where the sun is setting, and I've been watching planets and asteroids pass over all day. There's something showing up right here. I'm getting straight to it right here that they crossed out. Now there's a whole weird looking deal right here. I think it's a planet. You can see how the sky gets straight dark. But you can see the Terminator right here. And then there's something, I'm guessing this is an asteroid with a planet above it. And that's west. Swim back this way. Got something right here, asteroid, I think. There. So I'm gonna go take a quick look on the other side, get in my truck, find out what's going on real quick. Because I have not been out all day for this. Y'all hang tight. Alright, what's up, everybody? You're on deck with Third.cam. Today's date, again, March 29, 2022, and the time right now is 16:51. 4:51 for my civilian. So, I've been watching the situations come in all morning. So I let my Vivitar in my window at my apartment get everything going from west to east. So I started this morning with all this. Today I'm going to be kind of dissecting. So we're looking at this section right here, right? See the sun? I'm going to concentrate on this section right here. See that cloud blip right there? In this whole lit up area? That is what it looks like to me, even through my eyes without looking through the camera. It looks like a big asteroid or planet surface. The reason why I'm about to dive in this today, I'm looking at the cloud pattern from what's lit up to this side to this Terminator line where everything gets dark. This looks like the dark side of a planet, and it's going northwest. And you can see this whole lit up side now. A bunch of Kimmies came and tried to cover this up. So there, all the way back there, and you see where that goes out, where it disappears. That's shadowing. Now back over here this way, that's a planetoid situation there and there. All right, so that's already passed, and you can see the way the clouds are structuring with it all the way back. And there's a chemtrail right there going across that. All right, so back to this. This is why I keep saying, oh, and before I get to that, you see this land terrain. Now it's bright out here, so things might be slightly off because the sun is, especially when I'm facing the sun, is bright. I'm trying to get on my point that I'm about to make. I've been feeling like the sun is not 93 million miles away, and that we live in a geocentric universe, and that the sun flies around just like the moon flies around. It's in close proximity to the earth. The reason why I keep saying this, every time something comes up across the sun and it passes so-called behind the sun, and it gets to the other side, the structure is still holding as it was. The only thing that changes is the light that bounces across it. And I'm looking at this. Now let's dissect this. So we can see this slice of where we see that crater looking deal in that lit area of so-called clouds, right? And then the Terminator's out to a dark area, and it goes all the way above my head. So I think either this if the sun is that far away, that this so-called cloud, which is really a planet surface, is skimming across. Let me get that right. So if it's far away, then that planet is astronomically huge behind the sun, right? But if the sun is indeed not 93 million miles away, and we are in a geocentric universe, and the sun is closer to our atmosphere, closer to Earth, and this planet is passing closer to Earth, somewhat slightly behind the sun is only going to light up a portion of it, and the rest is in darkness above my head. Let's go with that just for the moment, because I'm looking at how all these chemtrails are covering up the sky, like making X's. X there, X there, X there, X there. They're making multiple X's, right? And with that being said, why would you need to make all these X's across the sky? Because you don't want people to find out that we're in a geocentric universe and not a heliocentric. And then there's a chemtrail right there and there. still doing the covers. So I'm going to stick with that narrative just like until somebody literally proves me wrong, because these people first came out and said that we live in a heliocentric, but in the Bible it says when God made the heavens and the earth, that literally the sun follows a route just like the moon does, and it goes through the this doorway to a different route, and then it gets reset for the next day. And because nobody can deny God, I'm gonna go with what God says, not what man says. Now it looks like this planet is shifting. And the reason why I have to add this map in, because I've gotten too many videos and seen too many situations where the sun is, or an object passes behind the sun just like it does the moon, and it still holds structure. So I'm gonna just go with that for the moment until I prove myself wrong. And I prefer to us live in a heliocentric, but look at this guy. See, he's coming through too. All these guys coming through. I'm trying to keep you from seeing that a big planet is passing behind the sun, which would make the sun closer to Earth. Even when I was listening into MBB 333, he was saying something about 93 million miles supposedly, and that was just yesterday, the 28th. And I was like, see, he gets it, or he knows something. So for the sake of saying 93 million miles away is not what's happening, the chemtrails are telling on themselves. The planets are telling. What are all these objects? If you keep paying attention, they keep telling. And I think they're closer to the Earth than what it is. And you can see the shadow coming off of that chemtrail past the jet. You can see the shadow on the sky canopy, which is coming off. I've never seen clouds look like this, where it's a straight sonic wave that's trailing behind something. You know what I mean? And I was looking at a lot of my videos, because I'm going to be reviewing a lot of videos that I've done. I'm going to review them on my computer, like a sit down, and detail things out to y'all that I'm catching, things that I don't normally do in my video. And I've been wanting to get up to this, but I haven't had time. I'm going to make time for that, because I really need to dissect this, man. This is like easy, but because people are lying, they're making it hard, because the masses are going with what the false pseudosciences are talking about. 93 million miles and space, the final frontier, and and really sky's the limit for those that just learn of what's going on with this planet. I'm starting to learn a whole lot, that a lot of my ancient ancestors had already written doctrines on the sky, passed down to them from what is called God. You know what I mean? And then here comes man chasing the devil's ass, trying to rewrite what is. And there's more chemtrails right here. See? So my planet's passing over. Well, it's starting to light up. See it? And now these chemtrails are trying to cover it up. And then my GoPro shows up a big planet. And I got my Vivitar running in my window pointing in this direction, and my GoPro. And I got my GoPro Pro on the stick, toggling around behind my phone, with my phone, giving a concave confirmation. And it's not too concave, but it's enough to show the true form of this planet. That's why I have it on the stick with my phone. So both are catching this simultaneously. I don't come out here to do rush jobs, huh? Drinking soda, forgive me. And it's cold. So this is like the third official day of spring, and it's cold down here, y'all. I think it's in the 50s. No, it feels more like the high 60s, low 70s. But it's cold. So we see this cloud patterns coming across. My planet is passing behind the sun, and now this portion is starting to really light up, the dark side that I couldn't see earlier. This section right here. And it's showing up in my cameras really clear. see, one. There's a lot of chemtrails. 1, 2, 3. That's passing over so far. Okay, so I know that there's a planet over here. They cover that whole area up. There's one above my head, literally. And it makes it hard because the sun is all in my face, man. So that dark portion of our planet is starting to get lit up. And I think these planets are beat the hell. They're really jagged. They probably have no atmosphere that we like are used to contending with. Like on Earth, Earth has a nice little beautiful bubble around it, or on top of it, like a firmament or dome to keep us, you know, in our human aquarium. And these planets passing over are more jagged, rough. Probably it's like an ice desert terrain, and it's got life on it, I think so. There's something right here. I haven't done this in a while like I wanted to because the weather's just been flip-floppy. It goes from hot to cold, rainy, snowy, whatever. And yeah, that's not how I'm used to getting down. I'm literally feel like I'm gonna move back down south. I was watching Uriel's video too. He did a video with the sky, the sun, and the bandana. Y'all know it if you watch it. Love that brother. That's my brother, man. And big up Queen Zion. What up, True Zion? They live further down south and like they get more of the planets in their view, whereas up here it's like less. But I think this is my bigger planet right here, like literally starting to show up. And I think that's what they're trying to cover up. That's a leading object. Again, these planets are multiple. Everything is stacked all up on each other. And if Earth is below it looking up, then we're seeing a cluster of clouds that we can't make out. But when somebody like me comes around to decipher it, you should really pay attention, because I wasted hours when I should have been doing other things like sleep, making money, doing whatever on different various days, not all in one day, dissecting this thing. So I think I'm a bit of a professional, aside from not having specific equipment like, you know, those domes where they get to look up into the heavens and all this high technology like spectral type equipment to look up. There's another planet passing right here at the treetop going southwest. And again, my bigger planets approaching. One is already passing over our heads right now, a portion of it. And a big one is coming up. You can literally see, I don't know if these are asteroids, moons, or planets, but you can literally see the arc. That's the pathway of the planet. And they're just literally covering up. See, another guy coming. They're just flying all across it, making X's. There's another guy. Probably can't see him, but I zoomed in on him. Using the pole as a checkpoint. It'll help me see him better. And he's passing right there. So, you know, they're sneaking in. And big up to them, they're doing a reason to save their own selves. The Earth is getting irradiated right now slowly. It's a slow process with these planets incoming. And people whose skin color will absorb more radiation and refract it are gonna get cooked faster. So technically, the darker you are, the more radiation you'll be able to reflect off of you or refract off of you. And the lighter your skin is, the more radiation you'll absorb and will kill you faster. Ain't that how it works? You can see my big planet just slowly approaching at the rooftop right here from the northwest. And it's riding on this cloud too. See if I can zoom in on the sun. Hang tight. See what we can see up here. And by the way, I still caught this little star planet up here. It's kind of obscure today, but I caught it. I hope all this like, especially that star coming around the sun, I hope that is fake. I don't want to have to deal with that. You know how jacked up we'll get? These planets they've been here before. I think Earth used to be a part of the solar system way back in the many thousands of millions of years. Somehow we got pushed away from it. And every 3,600 years it visits, and now we're at that 3,600 year mark. The reason why I can say that, with my age, when I was, you see I'm 47 now. Yeah, when I was about 7, when I was 7, they said in 50 years, this thing will come and visit us. So this is the initial start of it visiting us. But that was before my time. They said it was okay. So yeah, in 2024, 2024 I'll be 50. All right, so I'll hit the 2 quarters. I ain't ashamed to say that, you know what I mean? Because I've grown gracefully. I'm a good-looking dude at 47 right now. About to be 48 this year, like literally in 7 days. Oh my God. I never celebrate my birthday, and that's why I stay young. But before around about the time I was born in 74, somewhere in between here and there, they said in 50 years, Planet X is gonna visit us. Planet X made the front page of Time magazine during Reagan's years in office. Well, that's been 50 years, people, ago. And now here we are. And now they're trying to hide it. I don't care about them hiding it. That's not my concern. But just don't try to hide it from the people, because y'all know some kind of destruction is imminent. The earth is probably going to reformat itself. You know, the surfaces of the land are going to, you know, roll over on some buildings and kill a lot of civilization. Like, let's be realistic. And what's left of man will start all over. Just looking at a big planet right here. Yeah, I'm drinking my coca. Big up the coca. And look at these guys. Tell you what, hang tight, let me check my cameras and stuff. Gotta make sure everything's running. Alright, so everything's running in there, good to go. Make sure my GoPro here is running. Yep, good to go. Alright, so like I said, you can see that right there. This planet right here. Sorry about that. See this planet right here, and it's got terrain on it. That right there, above our heads. Back over this way. See them covering up this whole area. It's called this whole planet right here. All right. And if it's not a planet, it's a big ass asteroid, some kind of big heavenly body that's got pushing off a lot of cloudage. And you can see the body in the central axis of it, in the central somewhere. And look at this, more of these guys keep coming out. So that lets you know something's coming. Who gonna waste all this money covering up just the sky? You know what I mean? They're not chasing just air. They're not just chasing clouds. They're creating X's so that you don't see this big ass planet coming. So they're cutting across the middle. There's this central point right there. I don't know if it's an asteroid, moonoid, or a planet, but it's there, right? And it's sitting on this cloud. Myself, Planet X Hunter, anonymous followers, we keep showing you this. Uriel keeps showing you this. We all keep showing you this. You know, we're not playing. I really don't have time to waste my own time. You know, I really don't have time to waste my own time. This is serious. Look, there's a planet way out there, or a moon, that cloud at the top. That's what passed over earlier. No, these clouds are in layers. Layers. Oh, there's a moon right here. Yes. I'm using my finger right now because I don't feel like drawing circles later. I'm trying to get this footage out as fast as possible once I finish recording. So I'm gonna show my finger and then jump away, get it out quick as possible. All right, so we see all that. And my Vivitar is catching everything going this way in my residence. I'm I'm out on the mobile showing y'all what's what on this end. I'm gonna keep this short because you know, it is what it is. I just want to show y'all. I don't want to be out here all day. I got a lot of other things going on right now. So if anything major should pop out, I'm gonna do my best to get it. Other than that, I'm showing you what is and what is to come. Y'all hang tight. Third Eye Cam will be back. Poof. All right, just real quick, I want to show y'all some multiple planets. So it's not, the time is 17:18, it's 5:18. So at the treetop, we got one right here, got one right here, got one over here, that's a parameter, and then one right here. Let me zoom in. So that's a small one. Oops, wrong way. There's one right there, the treetop. Your bigger one right here in the center. You got one over here. All right. What else? That's all I got so far. So y'all hang tight. All right, back 1735, 535. Check it out right here. Got some kind of moon or asteroid. This whole deal right here. It's casting a shadow. So there's the object, and that chemtrail is casting the shadow straight back. And you can see the break in the chemtrail due to shadowing from this object. So that again tells me how close it is to the Earth. And look how big it is. It's wrapping around real nice. So that's the actual object, whatever that is. Casting a shadow. And it's probably a lower object. It's got a bigger object in the back. That's the way it looks. But I got my GoPro spinning on the reel, so it's getting the whole sky angle on the reel. You see something's intersecting the sun right here. Right here. Something's intersecting right here. Then you got all this obstruction. Chemtrail right there. And he's going right along that object that I just pointed out. See how this goes? Again, they keep proving me right, because every time I go to an object, can't even see them, then they just come through. All right, hang tight. All right, so right here we got multiple moons. We got this one right here. And this bigger one right here. It's in this cloud cover. See, back it up. You see this one right here, and then this one right here. All right, and we got a bigger planet passing over from the back. Oh, this right here. And we got one coming up right here. The whole deal. See it? So I got all my cameras up. I put one of my GoPros right here, going straight up. It'll concave all this. This was rotating on the 360 at 100 seconds per revolution. And I got my Vivitar facing the sun, so I'm pretty much covering it. And then, you know, me freelancing it on the hands. Got the chemtrailers. Where is he? There's one. So a lot of them, they're just kind of passing with these planets. And this is not a tattletale on them. They're doing their job. I am focusing on more on these planets and not them. There's some bodies right here. Alright. So I'll come back. Y'all hang tight. Alright, we're back. Same date. The time is 18:31. So real quick, I'm in full zoom. I got my 35mm. This camera rotating. This camera at an angle there. And my Vivitar in the window. So right here, this just came into fruition. I got my 35mm on that. It's like a moon type deal. Just want to make sure I got everything. Bunch of asteroids actually. I'm guessing this is a moon. These are smaller asteroids. There. You see all that. We got a body passing right here. You see the drift off of it. It's not a chemtrail, that's the actual tail coming off this asteroid. So you can see the asteroid. It's kind of egg-shaped. Tail coming off of it, going back. Chemtrails pass through. There's another asteroid right there. There's a shadow being cast right there from somewhere. But we got my bigger planet all right here. This might be my eye. Don't know, but it's the cloud. You can see the cloud raising up with it. All this, and the sun is already past the building. It's still up, but it's, you know, I'm not chasing the sun. I want to see the objects. Once the sun gets blocked, that's you know, you can see visibly as they pass from west to east, and the sun is passing to the west. And I'm on the east coast in Virginia. As you can see, there's a little asteroid right here. Definitely that one. That one. On a lot. And like I said, my bigger planet right here. So I'll be back with this. Let the rest of this keep going. Hang tight. And right here you can see my bigger planet. Curvature is right there. It's showing up really good. Oh, yeah, okay, let me redo that. Curvature. So there we go. And that's also what they're hiding. So anything where they start streaking across with a lot of trail, they're trying to obscure these little planets as they come through, and these little objects. I think this is Mythicity. You can see the bottom where it's scraping our atmosphere, or whatever, however far our atmosphere goes out, it's scraping it, and this little tail's coming off of it. So everything's in close proximity to Earth. It's not like way out there, like forever way out there. Everything is literally closer. Please, somebody come prove me wrong with facts, not mouth. I don't want to hear your mouth if you ain't putting out no mathematical probabilities, you know what I mean? If you're putting out like sarcastic hate, I don't want to hear from you. We're not doing it over here. Slap fire from your mouth. Chris Rock, right? Got that Will Rock going on. That's a new word, I'm putting it out. Will Rock. Or that Smith Rock. Put that Smith Rock on you, keep messing with me. Since everybody's all over that, that's my take. And I'm done with it. Alright, y'all hang tight. Alright, back, same date. The time is 1853. So right here, this is east. So the west is my big planet above my head. All that. Some asteroids. Right here showing up where the chemtrail is cutting through. Where is he? There he is. Actually, that's an Airbus. So we're gonna let him be. That's an Airbus. Well, we got a moon right here. See it? And we got some asteroids towing in behind it. All this right here. That specifically. It might be the same asteroid venting off a lot of trail, or it's multiple asteroids all clustered upon each other, all venting off trail. And from my ground view, that's all I can see. That's the best I can see. Asteroid right there. Now look for pinch points with asteroids. Definitely that or those. And this big moon looking, you see the sweeps on it? Those are its atmosphere. See the top, surface, then the trail pinch off in the back. I'm doing this, explaining this the best way I can for y'all. A lot of people don't understand what they be looking at when they look up at the sky, and they just, your brain clusters everything into one big roll, and therefore you can't really distinguish. And that's where I come in. Just cause I'm boring enough to take the time to figure this out. Let me see, let me make sure I'm doing this right. Okay, so that's a further out cluster. There it is. Yeah, I did call it right. Surface on the perimeter. And all these asteroids chasing. It's definitely the end of the world, y'all. My big planet. Sitting on this cloud. All the chemtrails keep coming through with their steady sweeps. Intermixing with the trails. They're trying to throw everything off so that y'all who don't have a artful mindset cannot distinguish. But that's where I come in, like I said. Oh, there's my planet perimeter. Let me see. Yup. Let's see, here we go. I got my camera, like I said, my GoPro swiveling, and it's recording. Camera's recording. I was getting the asteroids with it. So I'm multitasking it the best I can. Just kind of moving things around. And then my Vivitar is kicking in the window in my residence. Another chemtrailer. Actually, he's going to the airport. Richmond Airport is over this way. All my planets are heading back down south. Now it's chilly. This is the 3rd day of spring. Let me show y'all me. I'm in a jacket and a hoodie. Straight up, it got that cold. Once the sun departed, it got cold. So I'm about to call it because my hands are freezing. Since the sun has dropped behind this building, my hands are iced out. This is how you know I've never experienced springtime being this cold. Now it's gonna get hot at some point, but right now it's freaking cold. I don't recall March going into April being this cold. It's always normally warm, lively. Look, even the trees are like confused. These trees, I've been here for going on 8 years. These trees will be in full bloom right about now. These are barely blooming out, barely. And these, it's like they got to reboot again. So again, your seasons are going crazy because of these planets. They've confused what already is that we're used to, but it's been like this before. It's probably more hostile than this. But you know, just doing my homework. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it with this one because it's cold. I'm gonna wrap this up, put my equipment up, and get back to life. All right, Third Eye Cam. Big up all my peoples. Big up True Zion. Big up Uriel. Big up Brittany Has Eyes. HZHZ. A lot of my others. I'll get your names going. I gotta get back into the swing of this. I'm dealing with a whole lot right now. School takes up the majority of my life right now. It's kicking my butt. Just a lot of homework. My time is required to sit behind the computer a lot. And y'all know me, I'm used to getting out, so this is like not my way. Let me see, what is this? Oh, that's my planet. Yep. Some people, they're like, oh, this is a triangle. Look at, that's what their mind is gonna create. But it's spherical, it's in a triangle, and a square, you know? And you can see the bigger portion of the planet just whipping around. All right, Third Eye Cam, we is out of here. Poof. All right, Third Eye Cam back, same date, the time is 1921, 7:21 for my civilians. So I still got my cameras running. I've been out here for hours, man. This thing is still rotating, about 2 hours now. So look what just popped up. All right, so this right here. I just saw 2 chemtrails go across. There's one right there. There's a planet right there, a small one. And then this is the one that popped up. So I was kind of waiting on this one. This is the epicenter of it. See the whole thing. It's got a lot of asteroids and smaller moons pushing off of it, with it, above my head. And there's a bigger planet behind it. But this smaller deal just showed up right here. You can literally see it. My 35mm is picking up real good. So that's kind of why I'm just hanging around out here. I need to catch this stuff. But you can see it right there. It's moving in and out of its phase as it's passing. But we caught the most of it. All right, so we'll be back.